guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel. And so it is here. Phantom of the Opera is closing on Broadway. It is Broadway's longest running musical, but Andrew Lloyd Webber and Cameron McIntosh, the producer, have decided to let it go out on a Christine Daae high note for its 35-year anniversary. Yes, in February 2023, it is taking its final curtain call. All right, that's the last bad pun I'm going to use. But yes, it is closing. Like all other Broadway shows, it did take a hit during the COVID pandemic, and it never really got its mojo back with ticket sales. Of course, now that they've announced it's closing, ticket sales have skyrocketed again. But it is coming to a close. I think in my head, I knew one day it would close, but you know, in my heart, maybe I thought, oh, Phantom will always be around. We'll always have Phantom. But Andrew Lloyd Webber has had so many hits, you know, Cats and Starlight Express, Jesus Christ Superstar, Evita, Joseph, School of Rock, Whistle Down the Wind. I mean, so many. And but I think this is his sort of crown jewel of shows. And I think because it just resonates on so many levels with the audience. I mean, the characters and the subject matter. And I know when I first saw it, it wasn't my first Broadway show, but it was one of the first. I was very young. And it was very special on so many levels because it was the closing night performance of Michael Crawford and Sarah Brightman together. And so there was already an electricity in the air, and that everybody knew, oh, this is their final performance together. And then just watching it, it was like no show I had ever seen. I mean, just the grandness of it, the sets, the costumes, the bringing opera and musical theater and ballet and just like all these elements together. And it was just sheer spectacle and eye candy, and it just, the whole thing of it, you know, you didn't know where to look. There was just something everywhere going on. It was, you know, like almost some of it was like a movie on stage, you know, the special effects of it, the staging of it, the genius of the Hal Prince staging of it. It was just really all too wonderful. Every element came together perfectly and magically. And I don't know that we'll have another show like this again. I mean, I'm sure we will, you know, at some point. Some people could argue with me, oh, well, there have been and there are, and you know, it's not my favorite show or whatever. And actually Phantom isn't even my favorite show, but I can appreciate it for what it is, and I do absolutely love the show, and I can understand why it stood the test of time. It's made over $6 billion worldwide. They've certainly gotten their money out of it. It's been enjoyed in 40 some odd countries, you know, throughout time. It's closing on the West End as well, in like March of 2023. So like a month later, it's going to close on the West End. But, so it is time to say goodbye to Phantom. I don't know that he'll disappear forever. I'm sure one day there will be a Broadway revival of it. Because of the grandness of the show, I don't know that it'll be a quick turnaround revival, you know, like a year or two from now. Maybe 10 years down the road, I could see a revival, and, you know, people say, oh, Phantom's returning to Broadway, you know, and everybody getting excited. But I don't know that it'll be, you know, a total remount of this production, you know, if they'll do the Hal Prince staging of it, and, you know, it might be something totally re-envisioned and reimagined and, you know, under the guidance, obviously, of somebody new. But so it'll be interesting to see what it comes back as one day, and it will for sure come back one day. But so this might be the last chance to see if you, I can't can't imagine. But if you've never seen it, and you get a chance to see it somewhere at the last minute, see it. But this might be your last chance to ever see Phantom the way it was originally staged, the way it is, and the grandness and in all its glory. So see it. But I say goodbye and I say thank you for what you've given us over the last 35 years. So anyway, all right, there you go. Subscribe to my channel, check out all my other videos, and I'll see you in the next.